looking for a brighter day.
Hello, and welcome to The Phenomenal Show. I am your host, Joshua Harrell, and I am so glad that you are here. You know, we're on a mission to awaken that phenomenal force inside us all, and I can't do it without you. In today's episode, I am going to ask you the question, are you uncomfortable with success? Having high expectations for yourself raises your success ceiling. With a higher ceiling, you've created the possibility of greater levels of success. But are you comfortable with that success? That might seem like an odd question, but a hidden fear of success can be the ultimate form of self-sabotage. Many people are uncomfortable with the prospect of success. It seems hard to believe, but it's true. Who wouldn't want to be more successful? Failure might not be ideal, but it can be more comfortable than the possibility of something more. Now, let me say that one more time. I want that to really sink in. Failure might not be ideal, but it can be more comfortable than the possibility of something more. Eliminating your fear of success could be all you need to do to take your life to the next level. You might not be even aware that the thought of success makes you uncomfortable. So consider these facts and strategies about success to become more comfortable with choosing success as a way of life. And that's really what we're doing here in awakening this phenomenal force inside. It is just us clearing the path to whatever success means to us as individuals. So number one, the fear of success can manifest itself in different ways. Procrastination, self-sabotage, and an inability to concentrate on important tasks are signs of discomfort with success. Do you suddenly feel tired when performing a task that could take your career to the next level? These are signs that your subconscious is derailing your efforts. So notice signs of self-sabotage in your work and relationships. Ask yourself why you engage in those behaviors and look at your past objectively. You've been sabotaging yourself for years, and I know that's a bitter pill to swallow, but it's the truth. We all do it. We're all self-saboteurs. Number two, attack your negative beliefs. Make a list of your negative beliefs regarding success. Question them. Relentlessly question them. How do you know this belief is true? Where did this belief originate? Could you be wrong? What are a few counter examples to this belief? And what is this belief costing you? Number three, success is more complex than failure. It can seem easier to deal with your life as it is than to become successful. The more successful you become, the more visible you become. You're more exposed to criticism. You have more responsibility. You may have to live with more pressure. Remind yourself that you'll have access to more resources if you're successful. An excess of resources results in more comfort. When you have plenty of money and influence, life becomes easier. That doesn't mean that there's not a whole other set of challenges that come with money, because there is a saying, more money, more problems. But your life does become easier with money and influence. And I have to look at those two things together, because someone who is just Scrooge McDuck swimming in his gold coins that are tucked away in a bank, that is not, to me, that is not really living a full life. But when you couple that with the influence of family and friends and people that respect you, that's really where the power is in my mind, in my opinion. Number 4, You might worry about having to become a different person. Success requires change, but you can still be the same person. Someone that wants to lose weight will have to change their eating and exercise habits, but they are fundamentally the same person. There are changes to be made, but you'll become an enhanced version of yourself. Now, I have a little side story that doesn't necessarily, it ties to this, but it also shows that the opposite can be true. And I had someone who I considered a great friend who did find success and did find money. And who she really was enhanced through change and through her success. But it enhanced a person who she really was, but it wasn't the person that I thought she was. And I think that's one of those life lessons that it was a surprise to me to see that money and success ultimately shone a light on someone who was not a very good person. And that definitely scarred me, or at least taught me that very valuable lesson that you might worry about becoming a different person, but it isn't about becoming a different person. You're fundamentally the same. It just enhances who you are. And hey, if you're listening to this show, then I know that you are a good person and you are striving to do good in this world. So we don't even need to worry about that. But I wanted to share that little lesson on how sometimes that enhancement is really just enhancing someone with a very, very bad personality. So, number 5, have a vision of success that appeals to you. Are you afraid that massive success will result in a loss of free time? Build a vision of success that allows you to work on the beach for a few hours each day with your laptop. Success won't happen if your vision of success is unappealing. What is your ideal vision of success? What version of success suits you to a T? I'm curious. Number 6, list the advantages of success. Make a personal list that excites you. Consider all the advantages that success can bring: influence, money, social status, comfort, contribution, and so on. Use logic to motivate yourself. I love list people. I'm not necessarily a list person, but when you get stuff down on paper, journaling, or just doing an exercise like this, it's interesting the patterns that you see, and it solidifies ideas. And making that list of the advantages of success might be just what you need to motivate you to make a change. Number 7, enjoy the process. Success can seem like a lot of work. If you view the work as misery, no success will be attractive enough to motivate you. Find a way to enjoy the process of becoming successful. You might choose to value what you'll learn or the people you meet along the way. Sometimes it's just the adventure in finding the right path. And I can't tell you that, everyone says it's about the journey. It's about the journey. It really is, because that's where the good stuff happens. Now, it feels counterintuitive that anyone would fear success. However, this is one of the primary reasons everyone isn't more successful. Avoid underestimating how much your negative impressions of success can sabotage your future. Build a vision of success that motivates you to be successful. Eliminate the negative. Question your current beliefs and enjoy the success you deserve. Along with the fear of success, the fear of failure is one of the most common fears. Luckily, you'll discover how to overcome this fear in the next episode. See, like that, I teased you with a reason to come back. How about that? Now, with all of these episodes, I try to give you a little homework. And you know what? I find it best. I'm a big journaler. I write my journal in the morning. I write in my journal in the evening. Sometimes it makes no sense at all. Sometimes I do need some prompts, and that's really where these exercises come in. So for this particular episode, I want you to make a list of the times you've sabotaged yourself in the past. Include your education, career, relationships, finances. Ask yourself why you were self-sabotaging. That's going to take a real truth pill there to get that answer. But really be relentless with yourself in asking that question. Why were you self-sabotaging in your past? Then another entry in the journal is to create a vision for a successful life. Throw caution to the wind and don't worry about being practical. Keep making alterations until it's as positive and exciting as you can stand. Write it down and get that in the journal. You know, it might even help to pin that to the bathroom mirror or your bedroom mirror, you know, something that you would see every day. But create that, you know, and people talk about vision boards all the time. And, you know, that's one of the, even though I think my mind just doesn't think like that in terms of vision boards, but that is where I will use a list, is to have that visual reminder of, you know, here are the things either that I want to accomplish or how I want my life to be. If you don't want to write it down, find images and create that vision board, but have it somewhere that you can see and make it something that is that the work that you put into it is going to be attractive and is not going to, it's going to be that fun journey that you're going to learn so much as you go down that path. So anyway, those are your exercises for today's episode. And I've said this before, definitely follow the show on Facebook. Just look for The Phenomenal Show and you will find it. Follow us on Facebook. And I'm including downloads there that you can only get there. So after you listen to the episode, you'll find those downloads there. And I've got a quick one-pager. It's a guide to removing resistance. And I think it'll be a fun tool for you. Go download it as soon as you can. And, it takes you through an exercise and helps you remove those obstacles that are in your way, helps you clear the path. So there is a one-page, it's a quick guide to removing resistance. You can get it on the Facebook page, The Phenomenal Show on Facebook, and that's it for today. So we tucked into a pretty deep topic there. So, asking yourself today, are you comfortable with success? What is that? What's the answer to that question for you today? And I bet that's going to evolve over time. So, as always, I have had a wonderful time with you, and I hope to see you very, very soon, or meet you back on this podcast, The Phenomenal Show. Again, I am your host, Joshua Harrell, and you are a phenomenal force. Don't ever, ever forget it.